Welcome back to Wide Gaming. Today is a sad video, or potentially a good one. We're really not too sure what to make of this just yet, but it seems like Subnautica 2's development may have just hit a major roadblock. And that is because the lead blokes at Unknown Worlds, all the guys and girls there at the top, have been let go for some reason. Now they've been let go by Krafton, who is the actual owner of Unknown Worlds. Unknown Worlds is a small subsidiary of Krafton. Krafton do things like PUBG and loads of other random bits and bobs. Now there are tons and tons of articles, but there's no definitive news yet. So we're going to start off going through the letter from the dev team at Unknown Worlds. Now unfortunately it does look like this may mean a either delay in the release date of Subnautica 2's early access phase, or it will be brought forward with a bit of a sacrifice of the quality of the game. Now I know myself, and from a lot of comments I've seen, I would much rather have that original team in and wait longer for a better game than have a game rushed out for the sake of making more money for the guys at the top. I think a better game is better for everyone, and that's without saying. It's going into early access so they can help shape the game and make it better with the community. Now as you can see, this is a long list from the actual community at Unknown Worlds. These are the guys that have put out a letter to everybody to let them know what's going on. Now this was on the 3rd of July, and the team say, "Hello Subnauts. We know there's been a lot of questions about the news from our publisher regarding the leadership changes at Unknown Worlds. So we'll have a look at what the publisher said first." Now this is what Krafton put out on their website, and this was a press release. This came out on the 2nd of July, so just 5 days before recording this video. Now, new leadership to prioritize development momentum and deliver the best possible fan experience for the long anticipated Subnautica 2 launch. The global video game holding company and publisher has today announced that the leadership change at its creative studio Unknown Worlds. Steve Popotis, I think that is, gaming industry veteran, has been appointed the CEO of Unknown Worlds, where he will oversee the studio's overall management and creative directions. Popotis joins the company from Striking Distance Studios, where he currently serves as Chief Executive Officer. He replaces the previous leadership team, Ted Gill, Charlie Cleveland, and Max Maguire, effective immediately. While Krafton sought to keep the Unknown Worlds co-founders and original creators of the series involved in the game's development, the company does wish them well on their next endeavours. With decades of experience behind the planning, development, and production of some of the highest rated game franchises, will bring a renewed energy and momentum in delivering the long-anticipated Subnautica 2 experience to fans. Krafton, known for fun favourites like PUBG and Inzoi, is listening to the fanbase that have been anxiously awaiting the news and opportunity to continue their adventures. The next chapter for Unknown Worlds is centered around a sustained commitment to increase focus on delivering the game the players expect. There is nothing more important than the gamer experience. Now it does keep going on, but there's absolutely no real news on why the team will let go. But it does seem like, as they've cited, prioritize delivering momentum and the best possible experience. So it does seem like Krafton may not have been happy with the actual speed of development from the original team. Now, having the original team, I think, is the best bet for the game. They know what the players want. They've done it before with Subnautica 1. They ballsed it up a little bit with Subnautica Below Zero, but now they're going to make it better with Subnautica 2, combining the best elements of those two games. Now, whether any of the original devs are still in, or whether it's just the top leadership, not too sure. But this is a letter from the Unknown Worlds team. Now, we read the first part, and the team continue to say they want to take a moment to reflect on the vision and core values of exploration and discovery that have defined Subnautica from the very beginning. They've not only shaped the identity of the entire series, but continue to guide how we think, build, and create every day. We strongly believe in those values and are dedicated to upholding them in Subnautica 2. We're also supporting Steve as he transitions into his role of CEO at Unknown Worlds. He's already expressed his excitement to check out everything we've been working on, and he's diving into support and our ongoing vision and journey into releasing Subnautica 2 Early Access. Now, if he is going in, surely that is a bit of a backhand, because he's going in and now he's got to be taught everything that those original 3 lead devs knew and knew about the community, the game, all of those core functions that maybe an outsider may not know, besides the sort of cliff notes that go into a marketing or a director's meeting. So this could be something that slows it down a bit more as well. So then wanting to get it out the door a bit quicker seems a little bit counterproductive when you are removing that head team that is already there, focused, and grounded in the game's basic functions. This new guy may not know those things. Granted, he may. We don't know the inner workings of Krafton and Unknown Worlds. They could have meetings every other day going over progress and what things do and where they belong. We'll have to wait and see, though. At the moment, I am not really that optimistic about the future of Subnautica 2. But the letter continues to say, Subnautica 2, the team have been working day to day over the last few years, and that remains completely unchanged. The team includes veterans of the Subnautica series dating back to the earliest days of the original game, to the many incredible and talented developers who came on board to help us bring our vision for Subnautica 2 to life. The world and experience we've been crafting is something we're all extremely proud of. From the story we're hoping to tell, to every creature big and small, down to the tiniest rock, we want to ensure that Krafton feels strongly about supporting that vision as a studio, and we continue to navigate the game towards early access. Our commitment to open development and crafting Subnautica 2 alongside our community hasn't changed. We believe strongly in listening to your voices, and we have already received invaluable feedback from the hundreds of community members who have participated in early playtests. We do want to ensure that along with full support from Krafton, Subnautica 2 will meet the highest quality standards and deliver on your expectations. Now that's a big thing to say. They're going to meet the highest quality standards and deliver the expectations. Now those expectations are all over the place. You cannot please everybody. Some people want certain things from the game, others not so much. But with Krafton being in charge, will they make it more of a multiplayer experience than what Unknown Worlds would have done? Unknown Worlds is obviously bringing in that co-op for Subnautica 2, which is what a lot of people want, and it's drastically going to increase their market share. So I completely understand why they're adding that co-op feature. They'll be able to bring in probably double, even triple the amount of players that Subnautica 1 and Below Zero actually had. So it's a good move bringing in that co-op. But with Krafton predominantly making sort of PvP and more online multiplayer games, will things like that seep in? I hope not, but we'll have to wait and see. Now the letter does continue to say that they're getting Steve up to speed with all the work that the team has already done. We understand that this means we'll need to ask you to remain a little bit more patient and support us as he comes on board. An update to our schedule and more information, including the early access timeline, will be coming soon. Another final thing we want to address is additional concerns about the game. Nothing has changed with how the game is structured. It will remain a single player first experience with optional cooperative multiplayer. No subscriptions, no loot boxes, no battle pass, no microtransactions. Which is good that they're saying that, but will that change down the road? They can say all of these things now, but a lot of things could go completely different when the game releases and through that early access phase. Now, microtransactions, battle passes, things like that, Krafton, a lot of that. PUBG filled with them. Some of their other games have them as well. So hopefully that is not anything that comes anywhere near this game. There have been a few people that have said that before in the past. Well, a few developers, and it has snuck in slowly over time. Now, if it does sneak in slowly over time, I do think they will receive a backlash like one they've never seen before. The community for Subnautica does not want that kind of crap in the game. And I don't think I'm speaking for myself there. I think I'm speaking for a lot of people when it comes to that. Nobody wants to see all of that crap in Subnautica. We want a relaxed, building, survival game. We don't want any of that shite that is in some of those PvP and multiplayer games. Now, they finish off by saying thank you, as always, for your support and enthusiasm for Subnautica 2. We've seen many of your messages and well wishes for the studio and development team, and we're incredibly grateful for every one. Keep diving. So when we will see this actual timeline or sort of roadmap, not too sure. But I do think with this, it's probably going to be pushed back to 2026. I think the original devs wanted to release it early on, sort of relatively bare bones, and get feedback from the team. And I do have a feeling that Krafton wants to go the other way with that and bring in a lot of sales right from the get-go. So add a lot more stuff right at the beginning and delay that early access launch, and then possibly be in a shorter early access period. The original plan was to have Subnautica 2 in early access for 1 to 3 years, depending on how it went. So how this is going to change things, not entirely sure. Overall though, I'm not that optimistic anymore. I was very much looking forward to the game, but with the original guys all going, how this is going to work out, don't know. They have said still the original dev team is still there, they're still working on the game, as they were before leadership was removed. We don't know why leadership were removed, but as we've seen so far, we can only guess that it wasn't matching the speed that they wanted, which then again is counterintuitive if they are going to be delaying that early access phase. Now, it could go the complete opposite way with this, and the early access timeline could be released, and it could be a hell of a lot sooner than what we first thought. It could be coming sort of October time, but we'll have to wait and see. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. For now though, I've been Wyatt, you've been awesome, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.